we are live for another Unfiltered Gamer live stream. I am here with Ferdinand, the cardboard stacker.
Hello, everyone.
And we will be doing two games tonight. One is Rechord, which is currently on Kickstarter. What would you call Rechord?
A chord-making game.
All right. And Tsuro of the Seas, not to be confused with Tsuro, the Game of the Path by Calliope Games.
And that's a tile survival game.
We have not played Tsuro of the Seas yet, so this will be a live playtest of the game. It's an older game, though. I'm sure many of you probably have already played it. However, we haven't, so we're going to play it because we want to. We're going to go ahead and go down a couple of the new games we've gotten recently and talk about some of the games that we've seen from cons and whatnot. And after we do that, we'll go ahead and start off with Rechord, and then after that, we will go and finish the night off with Tsuro of the Seas, 1 or 2 games. Depends how fast they are, because Tsuro can be pretty fast.
Tsuro can be pretty fast.
So, first up on the list, I think I'll do 2 and you do 1, just because I have...
2 to 1?
Yeah. First game up is Iron Curtain. Ferdinand also has had this game,
Yes.
so you can talk about this one a little bit.
Yes, it's a micro game where you're either the U.S. or the USSR, and you're trying to influence different countries, and by influencing them, you get points. But it's a very short game. It's very strategic, too, of where you have to put cards and... well, not cards, but cubes to influence your country.
That's right, yeah.
And what cards you play, because you're not going to always have your cards that benefit you. You might have to place your opponent's cards in order to get something that you want.
You're going to have to, in most cases, play it. And it's just 2 rounds. And there's 5 cards and 4 cards, right?
Yeah, you play 4 cards, and the rest of them. Yeah, very interesting game. The box is too big for it is.
Jolly Roger Games, and this one is Upper Deck? Ultra Pro. Ultra Pro. Yeah, it's good. Interesting enough, tidbit is when I first played this game, I have a review coming up for it by tomorrow, but just a little caveat right now. When I first played it, I hated this game. The first time I played it. It irritated me until I started understanding how the strategy worked. I didn't realize how much strategy was involved in this game.
Oh, it's really deep.
And once I started seeing how it worked and understanding all the rules, well then, talk about that more tomorrow in my review.
Okay.
Nevertheless, though, Iron Curtain by Ultra Pro.
And Jolly Rogers games, yeah.
Pretty cool little game. The one thing I can say is there's not much in the box, though. That's about it. There's
a lot more cards than actual components.
More box than components. It's okay, though. I'd rather have a nice box that can fit on my shelf than one of those really small tins or whatever.
The thing that I'm going to do with this game, because I have a copy as well, is just do a love letter kind of thing. Just put it in a small bag and take it wherever you want.
All right. This one is The Dingo Ate My Baby, and this one is by Upper Deck. 2 interesting card companies. I've got Ultra Pro and Upper Deck. All I'm looking for you now is Tops. Come on, Tops. Send us some games. The Dingo Ate My Baby is a card game in which you are playing cards down on your little area, and you're trying to get to a certain point value. And it comes with a little thing here where you discard your thing here. And you're trying to get points based on how many players are playing, and however many people you beat throughout the round is how many points you're going to get. And if the point total is 10, you're trying to stay at 10 before a certain amount of cards are discarded. You can play as different players, and all the cards are fairly simple. It's just a number with possibly an ability. You get some little meeples, you get a die, and the rulebook's really simple, really nice. The game functions fairly well. It's a really simple little game. The Dingo Ate My Baby. I got a review coming out for this one as well shortly. We played this quite a few times, and I mean, it plays pretty well. It works.
I haven't played it yet. Yeah.
I know there's some various reviews out there online, and I'm excited to go ahead and give you guys my thoughts and perspective on this one, but a cool little game nonetheless. All right. Talking about Heroes of Darkwell right now. This is by Jeremy Dorman, or JD. He sent me an original copy of the game, as well as when I first was playtesting it, just checking it out for him. And then after that, he sent me a newer copy of the game. If you look at the artwork on that one and the style of the cards, and then you look at the artwork on this one and the style of the cards, you will see quite a difference. Much nicer on the newer copy.
So that's the newer one, right?
Yes.
Oh, the graphic design of that is very
Yes, these are wonderful looking cards. He did a great job updating the game. We went ahead and played this last night, and I enjoyed myself even more than I did last time. I was surprised how much I enjoyed myself the first time I played the game. And then after all these updates, the card quality, even the board quality, he went ahead and made a board of the game. I'm actually still wanting to see a better looking board from him, so hopefully that will come with more art or something like that. It's still
Marshall says, rock on, guys. Have fun. Let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you, Marshall. Yeah, that's from Rechord. We'll be playing that very shortly, guys. This is the board for right now. I'd like to see some more. There's more art, especially how great the graphic design is on the cards now. I'm hoping to see something like that come, something cool come. So what else do you got? What do you got over there?
Well, here's one. It's called Monster Slaughter. This is from a French game company it's called Karma.
And Kama.
And what you do in Monster Slaughter is that instead of being the people that's like hiding away and trying to survive, you're actually the monsters. Actually, a family of monsters. Say like you're the Frankensteins, and you got the Frankenstein dad, mother, and the child.
The mummy family.
Yeah, and there's no mummy.
I tried.
There's werewolves and there's vampires and there's zombies. So, the game box itself is used as part of the board.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and you can also break down doors to try to go through different areas of the house.
Oh, that's cute.
And then you do break down a door, it is a point, so it gives part of the game in there. You build upon the board here, so it's a big circle board that encases the whole board itself, and then you would make the rooms like this in it. Kind of cool, kind of fun.
The last thing I've seen like this, where actually the board was involved, was actually Ice Cool, which was a really cool little game for
a lot of
kids
people.
and family.
When a lot of people saw this game, they kind of remind them of Ice Cool.
Yeah, so it has that little board aspect to it. But you're actually trying to break into the house, basically.
Yeah, so your monsters, you're kind of like.
This is the outside of the house.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the outside of the board.
That's outside the board.
Ooh, actually, so when I
So it's bigger than it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when I first saw this, I'm like, it seems all right. And now that you're showing me, I'm actually really interested.
So yeah, then the games will come in miniatures. This prototype has standees.
Right.
Yeah, so you're starting off as you're the monsters going through the woods, and you find the cabin, and you want to do is that you have a specific order you want to kill the victims in what they're called students in this game, and
that's so cool.
So you set them up on which kind of like direction you want to go. Like you want to kill the football player, then the cheerleader, and then the nerdy guy, and stuff, and then you get extra points for killing that in order.
Awesome.
And then you also get points for bashing them, and then until they're dead, until everyone's dead, or that the time runs out when it's like morning, and
that's when the dawn has come.
Yeah, the dawn has come, and then you tally up points, and that's it. Yeah, it's a fairly light game. Just moving around, and you're looking at the decks. One of the cooler things also is that when you're searching for the students around there, you don't know exactly if they're where they are. You have to search in the room. And so there's decks, and they if you break down a door, it will scare them, and you're going to shuffle that whole deck, and then you have to shuffle and then search in there, draw cards, and then if they appear, voila, they're there, and then you have to eat them.
That's awesome. Looks good.
Yeah, and this is going to be on Kickstarter at the end of October. I believe it's October 31st. If anything hasn't changed, and
it's a good time for Halloween, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good Halloween game.
'Tis the season, right?
That's right. Looks cool. All right. Talk a little bit about Road Warrior. It's one of the few we haven't gotten fully around to playing. We got the rules and all that. Grant, this is basically, what would you call this style of game?
There's some card drafting, and then you do like I guess a little bit. Well, it's not really area control. I use that term too frequently. You go around and play contests with the band you draft. Try and score the most points.
So it's kind of like it's a similar theme to Rechord as far as it being a music style game, where you're a band and you're touring around the United States and you're trying to obtain shows and all that kind of stuff. And it comes with a bunch of different components, different types of die, be different characters in the band, the different events and all that kind of stuff, as well as the different locations on the board. I haven't played too much yet, so I can't talk too much about it, but it is called Road Warrior by Dogbone Games. Interesting little game that we don't see a lot of this theme as far as the musical theme goes. Also, Shark Island. This is by Upper Deck. Shark Island is a game in which you're playing, one person plays as a shark, and the other players play as the hunters or the people in the ship. It kind of reminds you of, it's almost like a Jaws, the board game, without the actual IP style. You've got the shark character here, which actually has a deck of cards, and you will be playing a similar game to Blackjack against your opponents. The shark is the dealer kind of thing. The shark also gets his own little secret scoring, secret hidden board area here. And you'll be placing shark fins on different locations, and you're trying to, as the hunters, find out where the shark is by flipping over the fins. If you find the shark fin, you fight. If you don't, the shark gets to terrorize. If he terrorizes enough, the shark wins. If he doesn't, and he dies, the heroes win. There's a bunch of extra stuff in it that comes included, just extra little things like this little buoy where you can roll die, as well as the little different character boards, a bunch of different character decks, and a wide variety of characters to play, even though you don't need them. So it's a nice little addition that they gave us. My review will be coming out of this shortly, though. But it looks nice. That I can say. The art looks great. Upper Deck, Shark Island. We'll be playing Tsuro, so we won't talk about that too much. Dread Draw. This game actually have a review coming out for it this week as well. We just played this one.
Yeah, just like half an hour ago.
Yeah. Basically, in the game, you're going to be playing a style of blackjack. You'll be flipping over cards and hoping that they don't kill you. And if you're the last person standing, however many cards you have, as much damage is dealt to other players. It plays 2+. And what I will say is, the more the merrier for this kind of a game.
Yeah, very simple. It just plays itself, isn't it?
It does. Yeah. And it's also very nice art. Yeah, I will give it that. This is an excellent game for art, as far as art's concerned. But my review will be coming out for this shortly, so I don't want to give too much away either. Envy is the because we have the family channel here, we share too. I gotta be careful what I say. But Envy is a game in which it's similar to the game Cucumber Sandwich, in which you're trying to grow your cucumber in this style game, as well as decrease the size of your opponent's cucumbers. This is a more realistic style game with realistic style art. It's made by what's her name? Her name is Ruth. Beth. No, sorry, Beth. You're right, Beth. Scott Harris, Jeff Williams, and Beth Harris made this game. And it's a similar small take-that card game that involves trying to increase the amount of points you have while reducing the amount of points your opponent has, with a very naughty theme.
Very naughty.
Very, very naughty. Let's go for another one. This is Stellar Express. We just reviewed this today. This is a game that is huge. It's a huge, huge game with a huge, huge board. There's
Show one of the boards.
I'll just show one of the boards.
So it's an exploration game?
It is an exploration game. It is a space exploration game in which you are attempting to go across the map.
And that's a fourth of a board.
This is 1/4 of a board.
Oh my gosh.
There's 4 of these boards. You're going around to different planets, trying to collect resources, doing missions, turning them in. Very little player interaction, more of a game which you're just going around to different space stations, collecting missions, getting the resources, and then shipping them out to other planets that need those resources. That's the style of game it is. It has some pretty cool art as far as the planets are concerned. And the game plays, I believe, 2 to 4 players. And there's quite a few components in the game. I will give my review of this one as well shortly. Go ahead and talk about Master of Wills.
Master of Wills. This is from Stormcrest Games. It's a game about influence, but I can say it's a game of tug of war.
Yep, I would agree as well.
There's a little bit of deck building in there, pre-deck building for your game. And the main thing you're doing is, on this board, is kind of like a path system in here. You should move that. There'll be people of the community down, and you're choosing people of the community to move to your ally spot. When the people has moved to the ally spot, you will earn points for it. So, for example, selecting card will influence other cards. For example, let's see what's a good one to pull.
So this is my side, and that's your side.
Let's see. This is a lot of points, but it will move the blue cards and the black cards closer to your opponent.
-2, so I would go this side for me.
So if I do that, well, I get to choose now. Black moves -2, and another black moves -2 to your side, and then 2 points, 2 movement worths of points to. So I can do that, or I can just push that one there, or this one's not as many points, so I can push that one there. And then you also have a faction of what you can do. There's a red and a blue faction. They both feel very different.
And you can draw from those decks.
Yeah, and they're actually quite powerful. Like something like the play I did yesterday, the red felt like it was going after cards that had left the play area, while the blue cards was more switching around in the board. So they do have a different feel on them. It looks like a complicated game, just like Magic or some sort of CCG, but it's quite simple.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't got a chance to play it. He's played it a bit, and I mean, I would guess that he's going to say something nice about it based on what it seems like. It seems like it plays really well. It seems like it's very simple, a very light game for 2, and then you can play also teams of 2.
Yeah, it's 2 or 4 players. It also plays very shortly. You only get 8 rounds of doing stuff, so it's very everything you do in the game is very timed, and it'll be efficient in doing it.
Cool.
So that's a quick look on
Master.
It's available now. You can get it at Stormcrest. I think the website is like Masters of Wills. You probably can find.
There'll be a link in the description for you. We have somebody at the com that's going to go ahead and put that in the description.
Craig Sawyer says my faction can beat up your faction.
You would think so, but that's because you haven't seen my faction. My dad's really, really strong, by the way.
Yeah, so that game was Master of Wills.
Master. So what's that? Master, obey your master. It's what? Metallica, right? All right, one more. One more. Quest for the Antidote. Quest for the Antidote is also by Upper Deck. We got quite a plethora of games from them, which was nice of them to send us. Quest for the Antidote reminds me of an 80s style board game. One of those old take-back games that involves rolling to move, losing turns, making opponents lose turns, fighting monsters as you go across them. It kind of reminds me of the game Dungeon. Have you ever heard of that one? It's also a very similar style. But in this game, the unique caveat to it is whenever you do anything, specifically moving, you're going to take damage. Everybody starts with 50 health around the board, and as you go around the board, you're going to be losing points due to fighting other monsters, due to box farting, due to fighting monsters, moving, and other card effects. The game board is very large, actually. Look at that. And you're going to all start in the middle, and then you're going to go around trying to collect certain antidotes because you're all dying of poison. And if you don't get the things you need before your health goes all the way down to 0, you die. However, if you get there first, you win. So there's two ways to lose. It's if you don't make it if you don't get all your things, get back to the victory area,
or you don't win,
or you just die. Yeah, one of the two. And the basic idea of the game is there's loot cards on the side, and you're drawing loot cards as you get to the ends of these little areas here. There's also the quests and monsters. As you go through these different paths, you're going to be fighting monsters. And it's simple. If the monster's an 8, you've got to roll a 10-sided die and get an 8 or higher to kill it. And sometimes you're going to get special relic items or legendary items that will help you progress through the game. Usually it's played as a catch-up mechanic, so if you have to fight a 10, the likelihood of you taking a lot of damage and going down this track is high. However, fighting that 10 is going to give you a boost in some way. Maybe it's an item that you roll. Whenever you roll a move, it'll double your movement for the rest of the game.
Marshall says table flipping fun, and Craig says is it gas-powered?
Gas-powered game.
You would hope so. Nevertheless, though, that's the style of the game. It comes with a couple decks of cards. The artwork is really nice in it. A nice, thick rule book, which also includes a comic. My review for it will be coming out probably in like 2 weeks, most likely. You got all your pawns, and you've got 2 dice that will be included. One is for movement, and one is for attacking. Yeah, it's got some cool art in there. It's definitely a reminiscent game of the 80s, though, especially the style of
mechanics. It feels very 80s.
It's got that mechanic, too, of like rolling the move and stuff. But we will see. We will see what I think of it.
Wow. All right. That's like, how many games was that? Like 8 games?
We went through, I think, almost 10 or something like that. Quite a few, though. Quite a few. All right. So I think we're going to go ahead and start playing Rechord, which is currently on Kickstarter. If you're interested in checking out Kickstarter, the Kickstarter game, I'm sure Marshall's going to go ahead and put that up for us in the description if we haven't done so already, which I believe we probably have. Kelly's usually pretty on this. In the game, you're going to start off by getting this wonderful little mat here. It's pretty small, but it has everything you need on there, straight up on the mat, really nice and easy. You'll also be getting a bag, which will include a bunch of picks. And yes, these are called picks, not chords. As my rule, my review might misstate.
Just call them chords?
I don't know, maybe. I feel like I might have now. You're also going to be getting these cards here, which is, first of all, there's 5 different genre cards right there, all different colors. And you're going to be, you got blues, and you've got, what are all the different color cards? You got gray, blue, red, white, and purple, but they're all different. Jazz, folk, rock, blues, and metal.
And this is essentially your secret scoring card in the game.
There's going to be it's a secret scoring card you're going to be getting. So what's going to happen is, since we're going to be playing me, Grant, and Ferdinand here, we're going to take these cards and we're going to shuffle them up so that nobody knows what anybody's getting. And he's going to get one, I'm going to get one, and Grant will get the other. The rest of these will get removed, and no one's going to go ahead and look at them. They're going to be hidden. The rest of the cards here, these are the Chord cards, and you're going to go ahead and shuffle that deck right there. You will also be getting, I believe these cards here are the reference cards, which will tell you how your turns go and how scoring works, nice and easy. Just go ahead and place that right in front of you as well. Also on the back of your specific color card is going to be reminder rules, which is nice too, so you can look at those throughout the game, but also when you flip it over you can see what color you are, and to remember that that specific color is going to score you score you points at the end of the game. So you get one of those, you get one of these, and this one will be removed from the game. We don't need it, you're only playing 3 players. Finally, we are going to be getting little pamphlets similar to like games like Yahtzee, is where how you do the scoring and stuff like that. And as you're going to be scoring frets throughout the game, you're going to be marking them down in this score genre area, as well as your guitarist name, all the points you need for the chord cards whenever you do a rechord, which is the same type of chord. And finally, your genre points and the total points, and whoever has the most points at the end of the game is the winner. We got the rules over here, which hopefully we won't need to look at too much. And I'm sure if we do mess something up, Marshall's going to go ahead and tell us.
Yep.
So I have we'll set the scoring aside over here. And we've got our big bag of picks. And since we are playing a 3-player game, if you go ahead and look at this board here, we are not going to be playing with this 5th fret at all, so you can just ignore that we're playing with the 4 frets on the board. This is actually an unlocked aspect of the game if it funds, and we can push it through. We'll get that 5th fret, which personally I think would be really cool.
Means more chords.
Yeah, definitely. In a 2-player game, it starts with 3 picks, and in a 3 you get 4, and finally in a 4-player game you get all 5 picks that you can pull through on your turn. Each of the picks has a unique ability as you pull them. So you have blue, red, white, gray, purple, and then a rainbow. And when you play them on the frets here, you're going to be getting unique abilities. Okay. You get 3 things you can do on your turn. So everybody's first going to get 3 chord cards, I believe, right? 1, 2, 3. And everybody gets their 3 chord cards, in which you're going to be trying to score these, similar to games like Ticket to Ride, in which when you have a certain placement on the board here of the picks, then you're going to be scoring these chord cards. If you look at all this area over here, it tells you the different things that picks happen. But you get 3 things on your turn you can do. You can choose one of those 3 things. The first thing you could choose to do, after placing the last portion of setup, which is 4 of these picks out, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they always start face up, so they're never on the black side in this area here. So there, now it's all set up. You could choose to take one of these picks here on the on this area over here, right underneath the rechord area, and you can then place it anywhere on the board and perform the action the pick has. Sometimes the pick will let you draw another pick. Sometimes it is going to let you replace a pick. Other times it'll make you flip a pick down. Secondly, if you don't want to do that, you could take a pick from the bag and then place it anywhere on the frets that is available, and you're going to place it face down, so you're not going to know what kind of pick it is. Well, you will know, but no one else will know what kind of pick it is. So, for instance, if I pulled one from the bag, and I knew it was a purple one, I'm going to hide that, and I need to place it down. No one's going to know what that is other than myself, so I can use that for combinations later in the game. Pretty snazzy. Also, when I do that, I can also remove an adjacent pick, and those are kitty corner, basically. So if I place it here, I'd remove any pick from here, and I'd put it back in the bag. Red picks do the same similar effect. The last thing I could choose to do is draw 2 chord cards. And my max hand size is 3, but I can go ahead and choose any cards in my hand to select and keep and remove the rest of them. That would be a good option, especially if you have no chord cards in your hand. Because you can score on anybody's turn, my turn or their turn, if I have chords that match the symbols on the frets here. However, when I score on my turn, I get to draw a card. I get to replace a card. When I score on Ferdinand or Grant's turn, I have to not score. I mean, I still get to score the card, but I don't get to draw a card. So I have to be careful as to when I want to score on the turn. It's very useful, but it'll eventually make me spend a turn to draw chords from the chord stack right there. After I do one of those 3 actions, I pass play, and we keep going. Every single time one of these frets gets filled up, we're going to score them, and you only score once. However, picks can be moved back and forth afterwards. But once all 4 have been scored and everything has been placed, then we're going to do our scoring aspect of the game. I think I covered pretty much everything. Do you think I missed out on anything?
No, I think, yeah, it's sure. I think we're ready to begin.
All right, I hope you guys are ready to begin too. So we're going to go ahead and start by playing Rechord. I think I'll just go ahead and go first so I can begin the turn and explain what I'm going to be doing. So I'm looking at my first 3 Rechord cards. And they have the different chords, what do you call it, the chord types on the card, top upper right hand corner. B chords, C chords, F's, G's, every good boy does fine kind of thing, right? And I'm going to determine what I want to start to go for. Okay, so maybe I'm going to go for this specific card. Now, you don't get to know what it is because it's a secret. Grant might show you his cards if you're lucky. But I'm going to go ahead and start by taking this white pick. Now remember, I also have this secret, well, not this one, this secret genre here, which could be blue, red, purple, any of these colors. And I'm trying to get them on the board because it's going to score me more points. So by putting colors that are not mine, if white wasn't mine, it's going to potentially give my opponents more points. But there is a upside to that, because some of these have really cool abilities. I also want to make sure I turn my cards to the side here. It makes it easier for me specifically to see how the frets need to be scored with as far as points go. I'm going to start by placing this white pick down just like that. Now, I don't refresh these picks here until the end of my turn, so the maximum I'm going to be able to get is 4 from here if I get lucky enough to start pulling them. So I've placed my white, and white says that I get to pick up another pick from the public pile and place it face up, and I can use the action as well. Super good! Alright, so what else do I need? I have my colors that I know I need. I could pick this gray one, which lets me turn other picks face down, or I could pick this blue one, which lets me swap a pick to a new space. Or I can move a pick to a new space. I think I'm just going to go with Mr. Rainbow here, and I think I'm going to, well, yeah, I'm going to go with Mr. Rainbow here. I'm going to place that right there. Now I've finished my turn. I've done one of the 3 actions, which is to pull from the pick area there. I am now going to end my turn, and we're going to have Grant, or myself, I'll just pull 2 from the bag, and we're going to put them down right here.
A red and
another gray.
a gray.
Grant's turn now, and he can select any of the 3 actions he'd like. What are you gonna do?
Blue one right here.
Okay, and you get to move. Oh, okay, so he scored a chord. He scored an A minor 7, I believe. So
And he scored on his turn.
And you scored on your turn, which means you get another Rechord card. This, now, if you look at the points here, I don't know if you can't see them or not, but at the top of them is going to tell you how many points you get when you score the first time. Afterwards, every time you score the same type of chord, you're going to get the Rechord value. So this is 7 for the Rechord and 2 for just the basic chord.
Okay, do I still get the thing?
You still get to move a pick if you'd like.
Below the white one, the rainbow one.
This one right here. Just like that?
Yep.
You're mean.
You're a
mean,
monster.
mean. All right, I'm gonna look at mine to make sure he didn't. No, these are okay. No. All right, you've played your thing. No more scoring. I take a pick from the bag. I place it down. Ferdinand, you're up.
Okay. Perhaps also we go somewhere else. How about choose white and then I go here.
Okay. White lets you draw another one.
Okay. So maybe a gray.
If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and let us know. I'm sure Marshall will be happy to have it in the comment section, as well as Grant is here at the com as well to answer any questions that I can for you while we're playing this game. It's currently on Kickstarter. Rechord.
It says turn any pick face down. You may move that pick to an available space. I'll go ahead and turn the blue face down.
Yep.
Just in case someone else scores.
Did you want to move it?
No, I think it's fine where it is.
Okay. So, I take 2 more picks from the bag. I got a red and a red. Well, alrighty then. Alrighty
I
then.
don't feel this bag is shuffled enough.
So I'm going to go ahead and take this red pick here, and I'm going to place it there, and then I'm going to kill this white one.
That was a great one.
Or, sorry, gray one.
Rob Digby says, I'm loving the pineapple shirt, by the way.
Thank you. If you like pina coladas, man. Here we go.
Craig says, very cool, I love it uses guitar picks.
If I had a guitar with me, I do have guitars actually in the back, but I haven't played in a long time. I'd be strumming a little bit away for you. Well, I guess I could still play something.
And Dawson Cole says, as a guitar player and avid game player, I'm definitely interested in this one.
Yeah, I mean, it plays similar to Ticket to Ride, by the way. It's kind of hard on Kickstarter to search for it, I noticed, so hopefully you can just pull from the link in the comment section.
Yeah, that's RE-Chord.
Right. We had to look, I had to Google it because I couldn't find it because it was hard to type in. So always remember to be careful when you're...
Now, rainbow ones count for all...
Yes, all colors. It doesn't count for scoring the frets, but it does count for scoring the records or the chord cards.
So it includes face down ones?
Yes.
Yes, it's
anything.
considered to be face down.
Rainbow. The more you know.
And you cannot flip this face down.
Yeah.
Because it's the...
It just counts as anything.
So.
You can do anything you want to do.
Is it my turn now?
It is your turn.
Okay.
Indeed.
The gray one right there.
Don't mind if I just do it all for you.
I can't reach it.
I forgive you.
Score this one?
Yes, you do.
Looks like you're the...
But it's not attached, right? Because you have an AM7 and then you have the A. A minor 7, right?
A minor.
Okay. And then you have an A chord. But you got both of them. That's another 4 points for you, and you did score on your turn again. So you're going to take that. And then
This
you
one down.
flip it face down. You got it. And then I pull a new one for you. And this one is a white one. All right, all right.
I don't know if it's actually a minor or not. M's capitalized. There's still like different schools
Yeah, it's
of like.
supposed to be small.
Yeah,
right?
if it's small M, it usually is going to be a major.
We got some-
a minor.
We got some music lovers here.
Marshall confirms they are indeed real guitar picks.
Yeah, they definitely are. They're Fenders.
Yeah. Well, Marshall can tell me if it's minor or major. I think it's major because it's capitalized M.
That's what. Yeah. Yeah. I guess you'd be right. All right, you're up. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Oh yes. White.
I might feel like I need to start drawing chord cards to switch this
And
up, because
so,
this is not
then-
working for me right here.
And then I am going to do this one to go. I believe it goes right here for me.
Okay, and
And
you
then-
pick and put it face down.
And then I am, and you can't look at them. The face down one.
Oh no, reveal it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick a face one. Yeah, you can't look
Yeah.
at it.
So
No.
you have to pick one that's face down.
That's
but
why
you
when
have
you're
to-
pulling from the bag, it's useful because you can put it face down and know what
But
it
I
is.
know what I
You
know.
know what this one
I know
is.
what it is, and I can take its action. Is that correct?
Yes, you certainly can.
Okay, so that means I will.
Leon Schmidt says, I love the concept for this game. Great theme, teaches chords, and seems fun. My only fear for the game is that in a pinch to find a real guitar pick, I might steal some picks from the game.
I could definitely see that being add extra picks as an option. I guess the good news too is if you're an avid guitar player, you could always use additional picks that you get eventually down the line. I mean, this one literally is just a straight up. It's not colored or anything.
Yeah,
It's just one of the rainbow
I am
ones.
move this like that.
What are you doing to me?
Last-
What are you doing to me?
That's
You
for
are
sure.
killing me.
Oh, wow.
Seriously killing me. Oh my gosh.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
You got a red,
That just...
and wow, at least you got a wild in your turn now.
Well, that's wonderful. Yeah, that's going to help me with these ones. All right, this is not working for me. So on my turn, I'm actually going to draw 2 Rechord cards so I can get rid of these crazy ones here because I can't do them. They're just not doable right now. I'm not even going to look at those ones. I don't care. But I can choose any ones I want. I'm going to choose these ones here. Let me just put these on the bottom here. And then I'm going to look to see if I scored anything. It was a gamble. It was a gamble for sure.
Rob Digby says, you guys should add a guitar pick punch as an add-on.
And you're up. That's a cool idea.
So, Rainbow can replace a piece.
It can be placed anywhere and may replace any pick.
So I can place it here.
You certainly can.
a gray.
And that'll go into the bag.
And then I score this one.
You do. And I hate you. And I hate you.
You got another chord. How wonderful. And you get to draw another
Don't
card.
forget, you get a card. Stupid. Family friendly. Alright.
It's beginner's luck. I haven't played this game before.
Yeah, that's one way of looking at it.
That's
I
what we
suppose.
would like.
What is going on here? Alright.
Draw a new pick.
That's right.
Ah, it's a purple.
Marshall says that the picks will have letters on the front, so for colorblind use.
Awesome.
Ah,
That's a
cool.
good idea.
I think I will have to do the face down maneuver.
Yep, that's probably I was probably thinking that too.
Okay, so I get to pick a pick from the bag, look at it for myself only, and then put it down. And that's my turn.
Alright, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? These are the questions I want to know. I'm going to put this here, and we are going to destroy this white one here. I think that's what I want to do. Yes. Alright. Womp. We got a gray one there. We got 2 reds, a purple, and a gray.
Does the red one remove the pick before it's placed?
Remove-
Or after?
After you have to place it down first, and then you remove from the board. Otherwise, I would be doing something different.
And you can't remove itself.
Yeah.
Mm.
The deep thinking that is going on.
Oh, it's any pick, right?
Yep.
Please don't.
I'm in your head.
I swear that this. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Alright. Alright. We need to start scoring some points here.
Oh, how nice.
Another white one, huh?
I will play the white one.
Alright.
Which means I get to play
Thank
another
you.
one.
I like that.
Ah. And finally, we got the E-Chord.
Well done. Take a card.
Thank you. And in the purple, well, I haven't done the purple. And do I want to activate the purple? I
No,
think-
you have to, right? Or no?
I said you may take its action. Wait.
Oh.
But
No.
no, face down. So I
yeah,
think,
you have to.
So I guess I'll do this one because
You can flip it, but you can choose to take the action or not.
Mhm.
Do you want to take the action by doing another pick?
Yeah, actually I will.
Be gentle. Be gentle. Please. Stay away. Cold.
There's too many red on the board.
This is insanity.
Gray. First one was white.
I had that.
And a blue.
A blue. Okay, wait. A blue. What can I do with that? That one lets me swap.
Blues are always good.
Yeah, blue ones are good. Okay, first of all, the white's going down. That's for a fact. The gray lets me flip over something. The blue.
Oh, what would you know? I do score another card. But I don't get to draw a card.
This one. No. Wait. I can move one pick, right? With a blue? Move
Or swap.
or swap any. You are going to go here. Yes! And that scores me a D chord. Purple, red, white.
Congratulations on your first chord.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I will take anything that I can get right now. Okay.
I believe it's Grant's turn.
That'll be it for me.
Draw.
Score one for the guy. The guy who's me.
The guy is you.
Oh, there's a red one.
Oh,
there.
red. Blue. Oh, another
Gray.
gray.
Right here and turn the blue face down. It's a good call.
We are. Let's see. Ah, a
Rainbow. What are you doing?
I'm doing good. Time to pick from the bag.
Alright then. You can also remove this one if you like.
Remove it.
You can.
Oh.
Take one pick from any bag, place it face down in an available space. You may remove an adjacent pick. You can't remove that one. It has to be across. So if you played it here, you can remove any one of these two. If you play it here, you can only remove this one.
Well, wait, what?
It's caddy corner. So if you're here, you can remove either. If you place the one here, you can move it from here too. Place it here, you can move these two. Place it here, you can move that one. If you place it over here, you can move that one. Adjacent is this way. not this way.
Oh, okay. No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'll let it be.
Let it be. All right, I am going to replace the white here. Can be placed anywhere and me replace any other pick. And that will let me score an A chord with all wilds, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to score anything in this game. And I get to draw a new card.
I also score an Chord.
No, of course.
Jeez, he's got 3 A chords. He's going to record that twice. What can you do?
What can we do?
Not much. All right. A new one here.
Oh, purple.
Purple, you're up, Grant. We're about to score some frets here, right? Score the second one here.
If it makes it.
I don't think I have a pen. I should have brought a pen. What am I thinking?
I have a pen.
You do? All right.
Yep.
Coming
Thanks.
prepared.
Yes, thanks for coming prepared. Unlike us. Of course he takes the purple one.
Flipping the blue. All right.
Oh, I like. I'm looking at myself.
Oh, blue. What are you going to do?
Well, I am going to choose the blue.
You don't have to.
Blue?
Yep.
Here.
Gotcha.
And I will switcheroo these two.
Interesting choice. My go?
Yes.
All right. I am going to take this gray one. Fortunately, I can't play it where I want to.
Got some nice chatter about game development going on in the comments.
Place that there. I'm going to flip over the red one here. And that will let me score the A major 7 chord. And I get to draw a new one on my turn. And I score another.
Oh boy.
And that was short-lived. I'm done. Felt good. Felt good for a moment.
Can't believe how far the board has gone.
We still haven't scored yet. No, we haven't done any of the scored any of the frets yet.
Go ahead, Grant. I hope you don't score right now.
He's got too many points. Gosh. 3 A chords. We're in trouble. We're in trouble deep.
I don't know. I'm gonna just do this.
Oh, are you doing another A chord?
No.
All right.
Second fret scores. Did I finish my turn? Or do we...
I think we score, and then you do finish. We think we score it.
I think we score immediately, don't
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do. So we're gonna take the score here, and Grant, let me get your pen here, and then we look at the second right here, right? 2, and we tally them up. So we don't tally up the wilds though. So white has 3, right? And purple has 1, and everybody else has nada. All right. And then you keep going.
Now, can I turn the gray down to itself? Or no?
You can't play on. No, you can't. You can't turn itself over.
Okay.
He finishes his turn. If he removed a pick from that fret, it would not score.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Or maybe should I put it here? Yeah, much better.
Okay, so technically we wouldn't score until the very end of the turn, but it's not going to affect anything. So.
Oh.
Unless you want it to. Oh, you're just killing purple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's mean. It's rude. All right.
To purple.
What do I want to do now? What's purple do? I see. I don't have... Let's go with... I think we'll place red there. And I'm going to remove... this purple one. And then we're going to score the third fret. So now we're going to score this because that's the end of my turn. We got blue, gray, and 2 red.
Are those like locked now?
Yeah, they're not locked. You can still move them around.
Yeah, it's not locked. It's just that fret has finished scoring for the rest of the game.
Oh, I put that on the 3rd fret. Or the 1st fret. I meant to put it on the 1st. Okay, 3rd fret. White is 0, red is 2, blue is 1, gray is 1, and then 0 for purple. Okay. Go ahead, Grant.
So, rainbow right here.
Yeah.
That's fine, yeah.
Score an E-chord.
I will also score an E-chord.
Ooh, a blue.
Ferdinand knows what's up. Put those other colors down.
It's mean.
I'll put this one here. I'll play blue.
Yep.
To put this white one down here.
Oh, damn! That is some crazy stuff right there. Okay, so the 4th fret is gonna. We're done. You're done. Right?
Yes, I am done.
The 4th fret is gonna score, and that's. We got white for 2 points, or two on white, I should say. Red is 1. Blue, 1. Gray, 1. And purple, 1. All right.
Marshall says this is a chord-heavy game. I love seeing all these chords being played.
My turn.
Yes.
Give me some new picks.
Purple. Purple.
All right, I'm gonna try and dig for dear life.
I guess Grant can go right now. Or at least think about his turn.
I'll get rid of. Okay. I was hoping to pull up something else, but I didn't get lucky enough.
Grant.
Flip up that one, I guess.
Put something now if you'd like.
No, that's a great.
I'll just...
Yeah, he flip this over. He can turn the pick face down if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
You move that pick to an available space.
Just score this.
Jeez.
And is that it? Because we finished scoring all frets.
This doesn't go till it blocks off, or no?
I think it's when all the frets score, isn't it?
I can check to make sure. Because if that happened, it would happen on my turn then?
No, because...
When did he score the fret? Oh, just now.
Yeah, he just scored it right now.
You score the whole fretboard every trigger? Nope, when the final fret scores, the game ends.
Mm-hmm. So you ended it.
Yep. You just ended it just now. So, which is the first fret. Okay, so we have purple, blue, and gray. Purple, blue, and gray. Oops, and gray. And these are zeros. Okay. So we finished scoring. We cracked all 4 of the different frets, and we scored them all here on the genre scoring area. And I guess we can save on to our secret hidden colors here for right now, although I have a good idea of at least what you are. Then we're going to move on to the guitarist, so we'll go ahead and put M for me, F for Ferdinand, and then G for Grant. All right, so the chords for me. I have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13
Here, he's
total.
talking about scoring, but I don't understand what he's saying.
I think I'm doing this right. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And then I've got Ferdinand with 8 points. And then Grant has got 4, 8, 9, 10. 4, 8, 9, 10, 14. And then the records, 11 and 22. For you, Grant.
You scored a whole fretboard every trigger.
All of them? I thought just each one of the different frets.
I thought yeah. That's what he said.
So you're saying you score everything
Mm-hmm.
each time?
I think so.
Find out, I suppose. Record. Where am I at? Ferdinand, 0. And myself.
He says everything.
Wow. Alright then. 5. And the genre.
So we did play it incorrectly.
Well, we got that portion of it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, so that's how you can score. You can score a ton more points then.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's more feasible now.
That's even just a higher scoring game then.
Well, then we can always check back and see who actually did score the most.
I think
Blue and red and gray.
blue, red, and gray have a lot of extras.
Yeah.
We'll just score up like this first though, and then we can tally up based on what we thought it was previously. So there's no way to remember exactly everything. I guess you can go through the video and check too if you wanted to see the
Instant
action.
replay.
Right, instant replays of the game. Genre. So I got flip over mine.
Oh, you're red.
I'm red. Yes.
I am B chord. No.
You are white.
I am white.
And you are gray. Okay, so then we just tally up for each thing here, right? So you would get, white would get 2, so 4, and 3 is 11, so that'd be 15, 14? 14 more points for white. Which in this case would actually be even more, because you're actually going to be scoring the entire guitar, basically.
Yeah, so yeah.
For every time you score a fret, you score everything.
Whatever fret section scores, you score the whole dang thing.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's even better. I like that even more.
Yeah. So you put all blue out. And that means the red's going to be a lot more popular.
I only get 5 points for mine. So I'd be scoring a little bit more at least. And then you
8.
which I still think we're going to be stopped by Grant here.
Yes.
I'm at 20, 23.
You got a Chord fountain.
You're at 22, and Grant pulled
40 something.
10, 20, 50 points. And even still, if we were to look back, did you have any whites? You just these guys
I think
here?
when the first fret scored, just 3 whites on there. I think at least 3. A couple. Grant I think was still because Grant was still on there.
And I had 2 for the most part.
Yeah. So I think I would think it won't change as much.
I still think Grant would have come up way ahead. Way ahead. He was stomping. There was never any point where there was ever 5 picks on a board, especially not my color at least.
Of course, we can just recheck later on and see who.
Yes, we can actually go through the instant replay and check to make sure. But either way, though, that's the basic idea of how to play the game, at least, other than just the basic scoring of the frets. Like I said, the one thing we goofed was every time you score a single fret, you score the entire guitar. Just interesting enough.
And there you go. That is Rechord. That is out on Kickstarter right now. It's RE-Chord. You can find it that way.
Checking the description below in the comment section, you'll find it, I'm sure, how to play the game.
So you love music, you like making chords, you love guitar, I guess this is the game for you.
There's also the Pawns Perspective did a live play today, just before us. So if you want to check and see the designer play with the Pawns Perspective, they can go through exactly how it's played. I'm sure he did it even more precisely than we did.
Mm-hmm.
Marshall says that great job, still conveyed how to play very well. Thanks for hanging out, everyone.
Definitely. We're still going to stick around. We're still going to play Tsuro as well. Yeah. So, other though, what did you think, Grant, of Rechord?
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess a worker placement, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pick placement.
Pick placement work.
Now when we were playing originally, we got a couple of things, a couple of small little goofs there. Do you think this game was worse, better? Do you think it's changed your perspective in any way due to a couple of the new rule changes?
Oh, the thing is, like, when I get a rule wrong, I just need to play another game again. So, for the most part, from both of the games we did, one with you earlier last week, and today, it's still a pretty good game. It's still pretty fun. trying to make that moving around stuff.
I got to play a couple more times in the middle between there, and obviously I've been relearning the little portions as I've went along. But as I've been playing more, I've enjoyed it more, understanding the different perspectives, especially originally when we were playing, understanding the different colors of the game, right? They were less relevant when we first played the game.
Yeah.
And now definitely, especially when you score the entire board, it becomes even more relevant to have your color, which is really nice.
And as you keep playing, you get used to the different picks, and then you can strategize which ones to put down, which ones to flip down, which ones you can take from the bag, and plan from there what you can get.
Who would have thought take 3 turns in a row is not a very good decision sometimes?
What did you think? Which pick did you think was the best?
Rainbow?
Rainbow?
I personally think blue is pretty powerful.
Blue is really powerful too.
Blue, rainbow, and I think red was also very good too. Especially if you are red. You get to knock out your opponent's pick and put your own down on the board. Which is pretty solid as well.
Whites could be fun too because you can just put things down you want there.
You keep putting down scoring with white's cool because if there's 2 whites out or 3 whites and there's already 2 here or 3 here, you could bam 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 and put 3 whites out.
And then if you're purple, you want to capitalize on pulling from the bag and try to surprise everyone else.
Turning other people's cards face down with gray is pretty solid as well. If you want to not have them score. You want to score your own and not have them score. But I think it's cool as you play the game, the more you play it, the more experience you get with it, and the more that you can start seeing the right choices and stuff. As well as you get to learn the chords, and you get to understand where you should be putting the picks down and how you want to start pulling the rechords. I actually tried to pull from the deck at the end there to get E, because E was actually full rainbow at the time, but I didn't get any. I drew a different chord. So I was like, dang it. As opposed to just trying to put 1 pick down and guarantee nothing. I was hoping to get those Rechord bonus points, which probably still wouldn't have helped me because Grant was so far ahead. Wow.
Yep. I mean, he just scored 3 cards in the first 2 turns.
Yeah, it was all downhill from there.
Marshall says pick placement, love that.
Pick placement. So this is from Calliope Games. This is called Tsuro of the Seas. I've played Tsuro. Tsuro is actually a family favorite here, I guess. Now I can actually say family because I have a wife now. So it's a family favorite, as well as my grandparents like the game and my cousin. But in this game, it is very similar to the original one. This actually has a couple unique aspects. It has, what are they called? They're not called, they're monsters, but in Japanese, they are called Daikaiju. Like the Kaiju Wars or whatever from Pacific Rim.
Well, the thing is,
Daikaiju.
well, kaiju means monster.
Monster, right.
And then dai means big.
So big monster?
Big monster.
Here we go.
Yeah. Like Gaku is school, and then Daigaku is college.
Oh, okay.
Or university. I think it's university.
Marshall says he loves Tsuro, so he's gonna stick around to see the new one.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome. This came with additional stuff, too.
This,
and this was originally done by WizKids, I think, or at least the original
so
Tsuro.
you have a WizKids version.
That's right, an older one. But this one is now done by Calliope, and they now have it. And it's still very well done, very well made. Beautiful artwork here. My one concern is just making sure we can see the squares on the board. But if you like Tsuro, and you haven't seen Tsuro of the Seas, so you just want to stick around and watch some Tsuro of the Seas, we're going to be doing that. I'm going to be trying to knock off my opponents, either into big monsters or off the edge of the board here. Have you know the rules for the game?
No. I know Tsuro, but I have not played Tsuro of the Seas.
Not a problem.
I played neither.
Okay, so the game's pretty simple. You got all these different marshals of the Red Sea, I believe is what they're called or whatever. You're going to select a color my here. Go ahead and pick one that you'd like. I just read the rules before starting this, so we're just going to have to go along with my memory, which should be pretty good, actually. I know how to play Tsuro very well, so I'll take a blue boat. Are you still shuffling?
Well, you can tell me to stop.
I just want to make sure the setup. I got everything else. And we're playing a 3-player game, so that means we're going to need 6 Daikaijus. Okay? So to begin, to shuffle the tiles, right? And then we're going to roll for the Daikaijus to be placed. So we've got one die here. Where's the other one? Where is it? What are you doing? Somewhere in here. Here you are. Alright, move these out of the way.
Hey, I think these are shuffled.
Sounds good. Okay, so we get 6 of these guys. And you can actually get more. You can get up to 9 on the board, which is pretty crazy. And you shuffle these guys up really quick. And then we're going to start by placing the Daikaiju. Simply roll the die. 1 and 2. So 1, right, with this color, and 2. And then you put it here. And then you spin it. Spin it. Perfect. Just like that. And then you flip it over. And then we do it again. Here, go ahead and grab. You start rolling them. All right, 1 and 5. 1 and 5. You take it, and then you spin it. Perfect. And you flip of it. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Spin, spin, spin. And flip. Perfect. And 1 and 6. Geez, they're all over here, aren't they? There you go. And flip.
Oh, I think the sticky.
6 and...
Sticky.
6 and 4. Oh, there's an extra one? 6 and 4. Yep, okay. And 1 and 6.
It's a lot of
So this one will eat this one. And finally... Actually, we don't need another. No, we already had 6 because we had an extra one. Okay, now they've all been placed on the board and they're all randomly placed because we just went and spun that. After we go ahead and do that, roll the die, find the results, blah, 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 blah. Oldest player takes the turn first. All players should place their ships on the starting marks anywhere on the board that you'd like. You can put them in any of these spaces here.
Including down here? Or that?
Any
number,
hash
or-
mark.
Oh, see, the middle of the board is 3 and 4. That's why. That's what was confusing for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Any of these little hashes?
Like right here?
No. Any of the put them on the hash, on the little
There
minus
you
sign.
go.
Perfect. Okay. We've all put our ships down. The oldest player gets to go first. I think that's me actually.
Do we get cards? How many cards do we get?
We get 3 each. Right, Ferdinand, I'm older than you. I think so. I'll be 30 this year.
Okay, yeah, you're older.
So now I've got my 3 tiles I'll be placing on the board. Oh, I got 4 here. Alright. And after we do that, now we're going to do the four different actions. The first thing, or 4 different aspects of the turn. Roll the gold and the blue die. On a result of a 6, 7, and an 8, all the monsters are going to move. Alright, that's a 3, so the monsters chill. And then I get to place a wake tile, which is just like the original Tsuro. You take one of these pieces here, and you put it down the board, and then you move your ship along the desired route.
I think this one moves, doesn't it?
Nope. That only move on a 6, 7, or an 8.
Fine.
Place that there, and then we're going to go and move my boat just like that. After that, I will then move my ship along the lake and draw a wake tile. Okay, Grant, you're up. Roll the die.
What are we trying to do?
Roll the die. 8. So the Daikaiju are going to move. And you're going to start with the lowest one, I believe. Roll a single die. So yeah, 6, 7, or 8, it moves. And then move or rotate the Daikaiju in ascending or according to the rotation number in the corner. Okay, so we look at the rotation number. So we go from lowest to highest, and the gold always get to go first. So go ahead and roll the die there. And it's a 4. So it's going to move 4. Okay? And then we're going to go ahead and take the next one. This is this 2 over here. And we're going to go ahead and roll the die again. 3. And then, so we did 2 and 2, and we go to 3s, which is this one here. 2, which means it goes this way. And then we go to the 4. 6. 6 means you take a new Daikaiju, and you, let's pick another. We pick one, and then you roll it and put it on the board. 4 and 6. 4 and
2.
Oh, sorry, 4 and 2. There we go. Perfect. And then the final one, right, is this 5 right here. Roll one more time. 1. All right, moving up. Okay. And then you go ahead and place.
What are we trying to do?
Trying to stay on the board as long as possible. If these things block your path on your before you move, you die. If they jump on top of you, you die. And if you fall off the board, you die. And you just simply keep moving across the way here. So as you're playing them, the path is going to show you how you're going to be going. So you're trying to stay on the board as long as possible while avoiding all of the different Daikaijus. The Daikaijus can actually kill each other, and they can also jump off the board as well. You're up, Ferdinand.
1 or die?
2. 8. Wow, they move again. Okay, so go ahead and start with the lowest, and the gold is the one that gets to go first again.
1 die?
1 die. So this is a 2, which means it rotates, and it's going to rotate in that order, which is counterclockwise. Perfect. Okay, and then the next 2, which is a 5, it'll go up, and then we go on to the 3s. Gold. Would you roll 3? So that rotates. And then this one.
Rotates.
Roll again. 4. Ooh, okay. And then we have the 4 over here. 2. And the 5. 6. Oh my gosh. Okay, roll the 2 die and see where the new Daikaiju goes.
10.
5 and 5?
5 and 5.
5 and 5. Alright. Sounds good. My turn, right? Oh, no, your turn still. Now go ahead and place one of your tiles down, just like normal Tsuro. Beautiful. Draw a new tile. My turn. Please no. Are you kidding me? Jeez, they like to move a lot right now. Alright, start with the 1 over here, correct? Yeah, the 1. Okay, here we go. 2. And then we move to the 2s. 4. And that 1. 2. 3. 3 over here. 5. And then the 4. 4 rotates. and 5. 5 rotates. Beautiful. Now I place. I am going to go that way. Your turn, Grant.
Seven.
7.
So go ahead. Start with the 2.
2.
Rotate.
Any more 2s? Oh, there's a 1. Sorry, actually. There's a 1. 1, there's 2. And then the 6. A new one comes out. 2 and 3 blows up this one. And then a 1 for the golden 3. Okay. Blue 3. So 5. Golden 4. 2. This eats this one. And then the 5. Perfect. Alright. Alright. You're up. Roll the die. 2 and 1.
3?
That's nothing.
But you have to have at least 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
5. Actually, I'm gonna go this way.
Do you just move 1 square turn?
Yep. You're good. All the way. Oh, sorry. No. You go until it stops. You can only place 1 square turn. Yeah, Ferdinand. 7. All right. There's a 2, 2, 1 right here. 6. Roll 2. 1 and 5. 1 and 5. Okay. And then we move on to 2s. Golden 2. It rotates. Small 2. It rotates. 3. 4. 3 here. 4 goes to the board. And then 4. 5. And 5. 6. Roll 2. 3, 3, 6. 3.
Are you gone?
I'm dead. So I died. You were the one that was returned that killed me, right? You can discard any card you want from your hand and take tiles from mine. Discard first, if you want, and then take the ones that you don't want, and then you take mine. Discard. Discard. Just one? Okay. Rest of mine burn. Alright. I am guessing the Dragon Master now. I died. You still get to move, though. You still get your turn.
Yes.
Safe. You get a new tile. What are you going to do?
Unless, I guess.
Whoop. You'll be fine. Seven. All right. Starting with the 1 over here. 6. A new Daikaiju.
3. 1, 2.
1, 2.
Blue 2. Blue 2. 1.
One, and then we move on to the 2. 2 rotates, and then the 3,
4.
and the 3,
4.
and the 4 over here.
1.
1. Nom 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 nom. And the 5.
3.
Nom 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 nom. Okay. Now place. Oh, coming in for an aggressive assault. Think about a 7-player game with this. This would be crazy. 9, 6, 7, and 8. You're okay. All right. Draw a new one. You always have 3. There you go.
Boxcars.
Safe. When you roll 12s, you get an extra boat. Quite a bit of maintenance for a smaller player game. Probably for a bigger player, there's less daikaijus, probably less maintenance.
Yeah.
This one has a lot of maintenance for...
Yeah, feels like a bunch of things moving around out of nowhere.
Something just landed on me and killed me. It's like, great, he rolled a 6. Great, that thing smushed me.
So it eats the current tiles when it moves on it?
Yep. Perfect. Go ahead, Ferdinand.
10.
Good. Got lucky there. Or did you? Womp, womp, womp. Wait, you were over here, right?
No.
You were on this side?
Yes.
Okay. Three and 2, huh? No dragons. No dragons be coming. What's it saying? Here, I'm gonna steal this because I'm dead, so I can talk to people now. Damn, I missed out on the comment. Oh well.
What was the comment?
I'm guessing it has to do with the maintenance.
Yeah, this looks like mixing up the game a bit, but has a taste of random punishment.
Yeah, random being a key word right there. Perfect. Here you go, Ferdinand. What you got? What you got?
10.
10? You're alright. You're alright. Seven. Uh-oh, here we go. 1 first.
2.
Bye-bye.
1.
1... This one goes that way. Okay, and then 3.
4.
This one flies off the board as well. Man, it must be nice for you guys. 5.
They're all full.
And then 4, yeah, after eating me.
Yep. 4.
4, this one rotates. And 5. Eat you! 3! 6, a new Daikaiju spawns. 4, and 3. Eats this one. Alright.
Oh, is it my turn? I get a
Yep.
place now?
Yep, still your turn. That's the computer's turn. Womp, womp, womp.
Three.
Alright, you're safe. Where you gonna place?
Don't near
You gotta be careful. There's a lot of
I'm
dudes here.
trying to avoid that. I think I'll be fine here.
Alright. Give him the dice.
5.
5, you're okay. Where are you going? In the hidden spot. Try and zoom this in a little bit. Zoom, 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 zoom.
6. So 6, 7, 8.
6. So yeah, 6, 7, 8. All right. 2. Figures. 3. A new one. Well, you both are at least safe from this. 6 and 2, you say. I'm just going to put that right there for now. What was the next one? 4 here. And this final one. 4. That can't be good. Alright. Place your tile.
This one's sticky.
There's another one. There's a lot of extra tiles in this one, too. This version has a lot of extra tiles. It goes here. You're up. 4. Start placing your bets as to who you think's going to win, Ferdinand or Grant. I don't know. Ferdinand's in the corner here right now. He's got a dragon on his butt. We better clench real tight right now. Here you go. Let's get a closer look.
6.
Yeah, they do call him. These guys are going to start being nasty. All right, so we're going to start with 2 here. A 1, he eats. And then the 2 over here. 4, he eats this way. So I'm going to take both of these guys here. All right. And 3 over here. 5. And the 4. He turns. And finally, the last. He flies off the board. Marshall thinks that you're going to win, Grant, because you're the Chord master, apparently. Some BS is what that is. Alright. 8. Alright, start rolling them. First one is the 2 over here.
5.
5. Flies off the board. Okay. 2. There's always going to be at least 3 dragons.
1.
And
2.
okay. Alright, what are you going to do? See what you get. 2. You're safe. No dragons for you. Just like that?
Yep.
10, you're good. Now remember, if he places a tile here, and he can affect your movement too. He can actually make you move. And vice versa. $12. You're good. A lot less maintenance with only 3 of these guys on the field.
Oh yeah, and there's so many. There's like, I mean, everything everywhere.
What color are you?
Orange.
The dodge is real. Okay. 5. You're good. He's already got pre-planned stuff going on here. All right. I need these dragons to eat you guys. I died too early.
original board. It's quite smaller, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think it's the same
6,
size.
7. And I think it might be 1 square bigger. I could be wrong.
You're up. You gotta roll first. 6, you're good.
6 is okay?
No, 6.
Oh wait, no, 6, 7, 8, huh? Oh nope, monster time. What'd you get?
5. 2. 1.
Boxing you in. Gotta block him off so he can only go straight.
I gotta make a turn.
Yep. It's a solid play. Alright, give him the dice. $10.
Goody
No,
goody.
no problem, no dragons today. Why do I get to get landed on? They're just basically walking away from you. Oh, what's this? What is this craziness? Pretty solid.
Roll first.
7.
7. Alright, time for monsters. 6. A new monster. Roll up. 5 and 5. 5 and 5. Oop. Now, my only thing is, I wonder if these monsters move when they're placed.
3.
It rotates, and then you got this one here. What'd you roll? 6?
6.
Alright, another monster.
6 and 5.
6 and 5. 6 and 5. There you go. Now you get a place. Here you go. 9? You're right. Yep, you got it. At least you don't have to worry about one dragon right now.
2 dragons.
Oh. Uh-oh. Ferdinand's hoping he rolls at 10. No good. Boop.
I must run.
Slowly the board fills up. 6. Uh-oh. Alright, so we'll start with the golden 2. 4. It eats a tile. And then baby 2. Oh, there's actually a 1. So that one actually should have went this way. Get that. You gotta do it correctly. And then would you roll for that one? A 6? Okay.
2, 3.
A 6. And you got 2 and 3. Just this guy. 1, 2, and then this one.
6.
Okay.
6 and 5. Or 5 and 6.
5 and 6. Oh, this gets killed anyway. Okay. Now we're going to golden 3s. Nope, just 3. 6. Oh my gosh.
Guess the monsters are hungry.
6 and 1. 6 and 1.
It's like it disappeared out of nowhere.
Okay, so now 3. Now we go to 4. 4s. this new one, okay? 2. Okay, eats that. And then 4 to 5. Any golden 5? Okay. 3. And for our final one, 4. Eats that one. Okay. Jeez. From 3 to 7, down to 6.
Just get out of here a little.
There you go. Good luck.
8.
8. Alright, starting with golden 1.
2.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Any more 1s? Nope. Golden 2.
3.
It eats one of them. And then 2.
5.
5.
Get out of here, dragon.
And then 3. Nope. 4. Here.
5.
And 5.
3.
And the last 5. You have been eated. So, in this instance, then, I suppose it would be the last man standing, which once again is you, right?
Apparently.
Ah!
Grant win again.
Wins again. He goes in and, all these dragons spawned randomly. It went from, like, no dragons left to all of them just went everywhere. And I'm like, well, none of these other dragons matter. Only this one. As long as he doesn't roll a 3.
Yep.
Yeah, Rechord was just before this
A
one.
12.5% chance. Wait, no, wait.
Sorry, yeah, Guy Lark. That is we just played Rechord, and then this is our last game we're going to play of the night. We wanted to just bring out because Calliope Games brought us Tsuro of the Seas, so we figured we'd try it out. Haven't played it yet. This is our first time, but yeah, both games are currently available. You can actually check them out in the comment section. Rechord is currently on Kickstarter. This is actually just
On retail.
a retail game. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Calliope. What do you guys think of Tsuro of the Seas? I mean, you don't play regular Tsuro. You've never played regular Tsuro, so you just jumped in with Tsuro of the Seas. What do you think?
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Let me tell you the difference. No dragons.
The difference is no dragons. That's literally the difference in both games.
I think that would be more fun for me.
Yeah.
No dragons.
Yeah, the dragons are just hard to keep up. I mean, then
The only problem, the benefit of them is it gives a little more random chance, I suppose. If you like that, if you want to add some chance to the game, and also a little more stress, I suppose. But the downfall is maintenance, and also if you don't like chance, that would also be a problem as well.
Yeah.
So,
well, the good thing is you can still play regular Tsuro.
yeah, you don't need to play with the dragons. If you get Tsuro, I recommend Tsuro of the Seas over Tsuro, just based on the fact that you have everything you need here in Tsuro of the Seas that you would have in Tsuro, but you could also choose to play or not play with the dragons.
I put the dragons on your wall.
Yeah, you can hang them from the wall or whatever you want to do.
Ceiling.
Yeah.
Hang him from the ceiling.
Ceiling dragons.
Yeah.
The only difference between them is in Tsuro you get little dragon figurines, and in Tsuro of the Seas
You can play that Final Fantasy card game with these tiles.
Triple Triad.
Yeah. Oh, are we talking about Final Fantasy 8 or no?
It's the one with the
Triple
it's
Triad.
in a bunch of them.
Oh, okay.
8.
Okay.
8. Well, it's in 4?
It's in more than
14?
one.
Well, no, the Triple Triad only appears in 8, and I believe it does appear in 11 and maybe 14. I can't remember. Oh, in 9, it's a different game.
Uh-huh.
And to finish it off, we got our little Kickstarters of the week that I like to go over with people.
The ones that are ending soon, I believe.
Yep. So we have Forestation. It's got 12 hours left. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to find at 9%. But I just want to give it a shout out anyway because I really did enjoy Forestation. It is a very, very nice Euro-style game in which you're trying to reforest different parks and whatnot. You have your own park, and you have I actually have let you borrow it. I don't know if you played it yet or not.
I only looked at it.
It's fun. I really enjoy it. I like the fact that the different different things you can do on your turn, the different actions pop up randomly. So you have like 20 to choose
There's
from.
a lot of action. There's like 20 actions, and then there's 4 random ones that change as the game
Well,
So if
From a
Lori,
deck of
if you
cards.
have Tsuro, the original one, and you don't know about this one, that would be up to you then. If you have neither this one, just because you can play both of them on this one game.
The original one is cheaper though.
Yeah. But it's still worth getting this one, just in case somebody else might want to play it, for an extra, like $5-10 probably.
Yeah, so you get 2 modes in the game.
Yeah, you get an extra, it's like an expansion almost, basically, is what it is. Different art style. However, I do have the original copy of Tsuro, and I got Calliope gave me the newer version, so I had WizKids and I have the newer one. And they do look different. They're unique in their own, style. But if you already have one, this one would be a maybe. If you have neither, I would suggest getting this one, I think. Just so that we can play with both.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, though, Forestation is a really solid game. And I hope they bring it back. I'd like to see it funded because I think it's a cool game. I'd like to see all the different tiles like that all remade and look really nice. It looks alright as it is, but I think it would look even nicer if they had the funding they needed. Cheese Quest, the Quest for Cheese, a little kids game, did fund, has 12 hours left, and it's a 100 and something %.
Yeah, and you reviewed it, and I also reviewed it.
Yeah, fun little kids game, little bit of a take that style card game, along with trying to avoid cats and collect as much cheese as possible.
Pick a delivery, isn't it?
Yes. Heroes of Karth Death Match is got 48 hours left, and it is currently funded by Grant Hamilton. It is a area control / card fighting game, similar to I guess the genre.
I just go and say it's a card tactics game.
Yeah, card tactics. I think would be a good idea. Very fun. I enjoyed that game a lot. We did a couple walkthroughs with it, and I haven't done any reviews, just a couple walkthroughs. But the idea, you can check it out on the Unfiltered Gamer YouTube channel. In fact, if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe on Unfiltered Gamer as well as the Cardboard Stacker over here. We both greatly appreciate it. It doesn't take very long, and you can just see all these new Kickstarter games we produce all the time. We're always helping creators and stuff like that, trying to get their games out there, and supporting us is going to help further us to get more games to show you guys, as that's all we do all the time. At least that's what I do all the time. But yeah, Heroes of Karth is a pretty cool tactics card game. We'll play at some point. STEM Epic Heroes, which you just finally got to check out, is currently funded. It's got 6 days left, and it's doing very well. What's that?
I think that was at $65,000.
$65,000.
Yeah, so if you love science, if you like the history of science as well, this is the game really for you. And I would say it's a family game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably more like, you can play with family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too hard.
Yeah. It's really cool. The art is, phenomenal.
And what's really cool about the game,
astronomical.
and what's really cool about the game too is you get to learn about all these different STEM heroes of history that you normally never learn about.
Yeah.
They're these people I've never heard of before, and I got to go and I looked them up specifically just because I played the game.
Yeah. You don't take these people from just the Enlightenment era or just Albert Einstein.
Yep.
And they take people from very in the past and
all different countries.
And countries.
It reminds me of like a STEM MOBA almost. So, like all of these heroes of history all clashing together.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's a fun little game. I enjoyed it.
That is funded already. So that's STEM
STEM Epic Heroes.
Yeah.
STEM Epic Heroes. And our final I want to talk about really quick is Dwarven Smithy. It is funded.
Yep.
And it's got 6 days left on it. And there's a helicopter going by. It's by Flatworks Gaming, and it is it's a resource management game. You're buying and selling resources. You're trying to build different armaments and stuff like that. Trading. And your objective is to craft king's armaments. And if you can craft all of them, or as many as you possibly can, the game will end and you tally up your points. And you're trying to build stuff with your mithril and gold and all that. It feels very much like the Ironforge World of Warcraft style dwarfs, and they're snacking on the hammer. It is filled with theme as far as that's concerned, at least. A good little game. I enjoyed it. It's currently up on YouTube as well. I did a review of that, so if you want to check that out as well.
I think it's also a good example of how you have characters do their own thing while also interacting with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. That's a good way of doing interaction without actually working, because you can buy from your opponents, and you can sell to your opponents. You can buy from this big stack and kind of mix it up. And I think there's actually maybe some cards that influence other people's things, or not really?
No.
Okay.
You're just kind of doing your own thing, and you can interact with people,
But it kind of fits the way it works too, because you do trade with people. I need mithril. I'll give you some money for it, and all that kind of stuff, and it has that aspect of it. But yeah, a really cool little game. But that is all the Kickstarter games I want to talk about today. I'll have more next week, as well as we'll do our weekly Kickstarter games that I've brought in. And hope you guys had fun. Hope you enjoyed watching a little bit of Rechord, as well as Tsuro of the Seas. Some really cool little games. We enjoyed having you over. If you enjoyed having a little quick watch of that stuff. Grant won both games, so screw you, Grant. Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Makes up for Sparkle Kitty.
Yeah, Sparkle Kitty, you lose every game. But alright, if there's anything you want to say, any kind of spillage you want to talk about, go ahead.
Well, visit me on my YouTube channel, The Cardboard Stacker. And you can also visit my website, www.thecardboardstacker.com.
Yeah, do that. But mainly, visit us, unfilteredgamer.com, as well as our website, and as well as the Kickstarter the Kickstarter list we do for everybody. You can see all the different Kickstarter games, as well as checking out our YouTube channel and subscribing. Do it, please.
Yeah, subscribe.
Please. Oh my God, help us. It's been such a hard week. It's the first time, the last 2 days, I've only gotten a couple subs. I'm like, it's killing me inside. I want the growth.
You see my channel.
Yeah. We do good stuff. I expect it.
Yeah.
Egos are this high. We think we're this good. It's because we are. Maybe? I don't know.
Well, you guys decide. Subscribe, you think so.
Yeah, please. All right, guys. Well, thanks again. And as always, guys, I will check you guys out on my latest reviews and all that kind of stuff on YouTube, as well as Ferdinand checking you out on his latest tutorial videos and all that kind of stuff. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time.
See ya.